An undercover investigation by ITV News has revealed worrying conditions in puppy yoga classes, which both the RSPCA and Kennel Club now want banned. The exercise classes are the latest social media trend where customers pay to attend sessions that provide puppies you can play with, and is featured on shows like Made in Chelsea and on Towie. Now, it may look cute and harmless, but secret filming by ITV News has revealed it may be causing serious harm and damage to the puppies. Many have been taken too soon from their mothers, are denied access to water and sleep, and are worked for hours at a time. We put our findings to animal welfare organisations who say the classes could be in breach of the Animal Welfare Act. Our investigations correspondent Daniel Hewitt and our undercover reporter Sam Leader have this exclusive report.
It is the fast-growing fad flooding the feeds of influencers on social media.
Not much yoga goes on at puppy yoga.
And reality TV shows like The Only Way is Essex.
Come here, puppy. Come here.
Puppy yoga, that's right, a yoga class, but with puppies. Customers pay up to £40 for an hour to spend time with very small, very young dogs. All harmless fun.
Is it quite tight in the hamstrings?
Well, no. Not according to leading animal welfare organisations who condemned the craze as damaging and irresponsible after our investigation found puppies being used from just 6.5 weeks of age, others being denied their own water, worked for hours at a time and deprived of sleep.
We are really concerned about what we're seeing, especially in terms of health and welfare. There is a really high risk that these animals are experiencing distress, frustration, and this is not the kind of experience you want any young dog to be having.
Over several weeks, we filmed undercover at classes across the country. At the Bully Barnes Puppy Yoga in Essex, the puppies were placed in this warm room for an hour with no access to water.
Does they have any water right there? They have water?
No. Might make them pee more.
Yeah.
They were not allowed to leave the room, despite trying several times when the door opened. Neither was the breeder, the owner of the dogs, present in the room. After the class, we discovered just how young the dogs were when they were first used here.
How old were they when they started doing the yoga?
They've been coming yoga since they were 6.5 weeks old.
Wow, 6.5 weeks.
So we swap it every week, so we have these and then we'll have dash hands, or we've got other litters as well.
Yeah.
Breeders in England are required to keep dogs with their mother for the first 8 weeks of their life.
So the facilitator's not putting water out, and that's a significant risk to dogs. They need constant access, otherwise health and potentially fatality can occur quite quickly. These puppies are far too young to be in an environment which is away from the mother. These dogs are under the age at which they are vaccinated appropriately, so there is a risk of disease transfer, particularly if these venues are using multiple litters.
The RSPCA also have serious concerns over how the dogs are being handled by strangers, with no in-person health or safety briefing being given. At this Puppy Yoga Liverpool class, our footage shows tired puppies trying to sleep in the corner, away from the customers, being constantly woken up and reluctantly carried back into the class. We found the same at Puppy Yoga Nottingham, sleeping dogs constantly being woken up. We also learnt the puppies began being used here when they were under 8 weeks of age, and they are working several hours a day.
They've done like 10 lessons now. So they've done 10? Yeah, they've done loads. We do like three a day. So we did 6 last week. So yeah, no, this is their 7th. So yeah. And then I think they've got 2 more today.
6 last week?
6 last week.
They must have been that good.
When it does us a favour, because when they get home they literally eat and then just curl up and go to sleep. We don't eat anything till the next day.
Puppies need huge amounts of sleep. They're growing. You know, sleep deprivation is a form of torture, and there's no reason to assume that this won't be as damaging to these dogs. They don't have any choice to move away from things that they might find potentially worrying or frightening, and that can then lead to behaviour issues further down the line.
So, are any laws being broken here? Well, given how new puppy yoga is, it's a grey area. Section 4 of the Animal Welfare Act states it's an offence to cause an animal unnecessary suffering, including if the suffering could reasonably have been avoided or reduced. Section 9 of the Act states that an animal's needs also include a suitable environment and protection from suffering and disease. Separately, government guidance for dog breeders states that animals should be encouraged but never be forced to interact with people.
I think there could be already breaches of current animal regulations, quite frankly. I wouldn't like to see it regulated as an activity, because it simply shouldn't happen at all.
Come on in, Dan.
Thank you. In Norfolk, Jenny Campbell is a Kennel Club assured breeder. She invited us to see her latest litter of flat coat retrievers.
She had her puppies 6 days ago. Oh, there you go. Wow. No eyes open at the moment.
Hello. She does not believe any responsible breeder would allow their dogs to be used for yoga classes in this way.
No, it shouldn't be happening. You're, in my view, just introducing them to health and welfare issues. Their immune system is quite low. Why would you take them into a public environment? We stopped selling puppies out of shop windows years and years ago in this country. And essentially, we're just putting them back in a shop window. It's called a yoga class, and it's just totally wrong.
We contacted Puppy Yoga Nottingham, Puppy Yoga Liverpool and the Bully Barn in Essex, but none have responded to our requests for comment. All three organisations held puppy yoga events last weekend, with serious concerns now over whether it should continue.
Oh, this is shocking, Daniel. What has been the reaction to it?
Well, there may be some people tonight, Charlene, who've been to one of these classes, or son and daughter have been to one of these classes and gone with the best of intentions, not knowing the kind of treatment some of these animals are subjected to. And the celebrities, Jamie Lang and Sophie Habu, who featured in that report briefly, they did not attend any of the venues that featured in our investigation. They said they're deeply concerned by our report, and they went unaware of the RSPCA's concerns. The only way is Essex, who filmed at the same venue in Essex. They went before our investigation took place. They say there's no suggestion here at all that anyone involved in the show knew about these concerns, and Andrew LePage, who was on Love Island, hasn't responded to our request for comment. Interestingly, Liverpool City Council have responded to our investigation to say they don't believe that organisation has the appropriate licence to even hold those events. Basildon Council and Nottingham City Council have said they're investigating whether these licences are in place. So big questions over that. There are two questions here, though, one legal, one political. Has any laws been broken here? That will now be looked into. And politically, RMP is going to look into this, either to regulate it or to ban it altogether.
OK, Daniel, thanks very much.